Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry this video is a little late. I didn't get to make it yesterday. My daughter was in a rare form, so I was pretty busy with her all day and last night, and so I didn't get a chance to make it until today. So I apologize for getting this up late for you. However, you'll still have more than enough time to take care of what you need to take care of. So you read chapter 7 of Gatsby, and hopefully you were just as intrigued as I was when I first read it. So chapter 7 was a lot happened, and some major things that happened was one, you got to see the Gatsby and Tom's ego match play out, right? You got to see Daisy admit her love for Gatsby, right? And basically right in front of Tom. You got to see Gatsby being outed for who he is with his businesses and his money by Tom because he was not going to let Gatsby just get away with what he's been getting away with. And then you got to see Nick being really awkward in the background with Jordan, right? Getting to see all this take place after he knew everything that was going on. And then you got to see who Daisy chose in the long run after all this occurred. So you had the intense love affair going on, and then you got to see exactly how that ended up, and hopefully you realize who Daisy picked, and it's not who you probably thought she should pick. Um, After that, you got to see Daisy and um, Tom, I'm sorry, Daisy and Gatsby leave the hotel in New York, and then something huge occurs. Somebody gets killed, and whose fault is it? Who actually did the murder, and who's taking the blame for it? So it's kind of that last little effort for Gatsby to prove how much he does love Daisy and everything that he would do for her, which is kind of ridiculous considering how Chapter 7 played out with who won her heart in the long run. So not only did all that occur in the Plaza Hotel, you also saw on the way to the Plaza Hotel George Wilson get some information from his wife about what she's been doing behind his back, and he admits it to Tom, which is ironic considering Tom is the guy that she's doing it with behind his back. So it's kind of all crazy because it's all playing out with secrets being revealed to the people that are actually involved in the secrets, and then everything come to a head at the very intense moment, and then you leave chapter 7 with a murder, and someone that was trying to profess their true love for somebody else, and it ends up being the wrong person, and then ironically gets killed by the wife, right? So it's kind of crazy how that occurs. So that's chapter 7, and then chapter 8 is also a good chapter because there is another murder, and by the end of this chapter you will have 3 total dead in this book, and so you want to make sure that you read chapter 8 because it is kind of a finale chapter, even though chapter 9 is the last chapter, but chapter 8 kind of shows you how everything is going to close up, and then before chapter 9 really puts a let's just say a nail in the coffin. Let's use that. So everything is coming to an end with this book, and so I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Chapter 8 is really short. It's only like 25 minutes long and on audio, so you'll be able to get through that really quickly. So for this week, you're going to do the check-in form. You're going to do your video lesson. So you are going to do chapter 8 reading, and then a eulogy that you will write. And so that's how you'll end up this week's tasks. And then next week will be your final week of tasks because it's chapter 9 is the last chapter of the book. Hopefully you're keeping up with Edgenuity. I know that I've contacted some of you that are still lacking in the area of Edgenuity. If you have not started the class at all, you really need to get on that because we are now less than a month away from the end of school. I believe school ends on May 28th, and so you want to make sure that you have time to finish that course. I've had several people that have already finished, which is great. And then I had people that came through for last week's video and texted me and got me to bypass some lessons for you, so I'm glad that you did that. There's not that chance this week, but there may be next week. So to kind of end it on a good note. So next week will be the final video, the final lesson, and it'll be my kind of goodbye to y'all since we are officially done as of next week in terms of me teaching the video lessons. I might make one more goodbye video and let next week just play out the way it is, and then we'll be done. So I hope that you're all staying safe, and now that things are starting to open back up a little bit, I hope that you're taking that with caution and not rushing out and you know, making yourself at risk. And I hope your family is doing well. And if you ever have any questions, I'm here. Remember, office hours are every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12:30 to 1:30. And usually I'm just hanging out by myself, so you can always pop in and talk to me and just say hi, or if you have a question or anything. It doesn't have to be long. You don't have to stay and chat, but if you want to, that's great. I'm always here. And I will see you all next Monday, and I hope that you have a great day.